Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happenings today. Right now, it's about to begin, and the aspirant have started trooping in. Of course, uh, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has arrived Eagle Square. VP Vice President Yemi Osibajo is already in the Eagle Square as well. Amechi Rotimi is already seated, and of course, the likes of Yahaya Bello and the rest are gradually coming in to Eagle Square. The fireworks have begun. But for some of us who don't understand what is going on, already there seems to be a divide amongst them over the VP slots that has happened or that's taking place in the northern governors. Right now, as we speak, the pairing is rift, the pairing is tough, and we do not know how it's going to play out. No one is agreeing to step down for another because look, there are also northern group also giving the full support to the southerners. So it's a case of we don't know where it's going to fall. We're going to give you updates right now on who is pairing what, who is pairing who, and what may likely play out when it comes to the issue of delegate vote, because with the peers you can be assured that both their home state and the peering state may likely get the vote. So it's going to be a tight call today. Well, as to speak, as stakeholders troop into Eagle Square venue for the All Progressive Congress National Convention, more facts have emerged on why governors of APC extraction have not been able to adopt an aspirant from South to stand in for endorsement as candidates of the party in response to the demand made to them by President Muhammadu Buhari. A reliable source in the party said the individual interests of the governors have pushed a wedge in the demand made by the president for the governors to narrow the number of aspirants, but the governors weren't eager to recommend southern presidential aspirants who are in league with them for a vice presidential slot. The source said that most of the northern governors pushing power and rotation to the south may not actually be doing so for any nationalistic reason, but in furtherance of their individual person ambition. For instance, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu is said to have promised Governor Umar Ganduje of Kano State the vice presidential slot, while Kayode Fayemi has learned is working closely with Kaduna State Governor Nessa El-Rufai to appear as running mates. The same is also claimed for Vice President Yemi Osibajo, who is said to be working with Atiku Bagudo, Kebbi State Governor and Chairman of the APC Governors Forum PGF rather. Also Governor Simon Lalong of Plateau State and Chairman of the Northern Governors Forum is believed to be appearing for Ibikunle Amosun, former Governor of Ogun State. In line with the working accord, the prospective vice presidential aspirant are said to be securely holding the state delegates for the presidential aspirant. They have all promised each other vice president one by one. You can see why they didn't settle for any one of them. You can also see why they narrowed the choice to just 5 aspirants and why about 7 aspirants have been rejected or have rejected the shortlist rather. It is a selfish game that has kept the party on a standstill for weeks, the source said. Our source also disclosed that delegates lists are being doctored and changed at state and national levels, especially in the southwest, ahead of the voting tonight. As at press time, it was learned that Vice President is in firm control of Ogun, that's Ogun State, and Ondo delegates, while Kayode Fayemi holds tight to Ekiti delegate. Then Lagos and Osun are actually going to Asiwaju Tinubu. Oyo is said to be between Tinubu and Osibajo. Given the scenario, the party has resolved to go for election. Now, for why Oyo seems to be shared is because the governor of Oyo State is actually a PDP member. So whoever have the strongest stake will probably get it. Now you can now see that we don't really have this. These are our politicians actually. All this issue of for the sake of peace and equity It's not really about peace and equity. It's about what do I stand to gain. When will we have really look at Nigeria and look at the future of Nigeria, and for that reason do they take decisions that will benefit Nigerians? I guess that will be in our dreams. I don't know when that will happen, but every day is sounding more like a miracle if it will ever happen. Imagine thinking that all along it's about fairness and justice. No wonder the likes of Ojus Okalo, having cited and seen this and having also been in the party, decided to blow it very hot and expose it all. That all of them are working for their selfish interest because of the vice presidential slot. If Lawan becomes the president, they don't they don't get the vice presidential slot. So if another gets the president, of course I'll still be in corridor of power. So it's a win-win situation, really. It's not because really I love Nigeria the most, but simply because I have a lot to gain. That's exactly what is playing out here, unfortunately. Let's feel the pulse of Nigerians. Nigerians are reacting. Let's quickly feel the pulse of Nigerians. This one here is saying the game is on, it's survival of the fittest. I can see Osibajo carrying the day. Well, don't be too sure. This one here is saying, who caused this country for God's sake? Eh? The party that is governance full of bandits and headsmen. Many innocent souls are wasting daily. It's now the people's what people are praising and running after. Something is happening. Oh, something happening in this country. Evils, not God, are in control of APC and the government. Well, I wouldn't know. It's unbelievable now. It's not ordinary cause. Oh, this is really serious. Another person here said the ticket may work one day in Nigeria, but it will be for our own good as we are in maximum acceleration to the hour of capture. I don't understand what this person is trying to write. This one here is saying Pastor Osibajo is trustable and sellable to northern voters, the northern Christians, especially the northern Christians, and has widespread support all over the south, unlike Tinubu, who as Muslim will struggle with Christian voters and has already alienated the Easterners by disregarding them, as well as having inked the anger of the Northerners by his recent attack on the president. Osibajo is the safest, surest, and strongest and best candidate in APC. Yes, indeed, Osibajo will beat Atiku by all present political permutations. Well, I guess this one is a conk supporter of Osibajo. Everybody have their own. This person here say, "Oh, APC is a demonic wagon of conveyance." I do not know about that. And that person here say, "Oh, no for Osibanjoke. The writer must be sleeping." I don't know. And that person said, "My God, this is Lords of the Rings. The fight for APC presidential ticket is getting interesting." Honestly, I keep saying this and I'll say it again. Please, they should have their doctors on standby just in case of any exigencies or emergencies, because these ones, some persons will get real blows that will be unsettling for days, not even hours, for days. I guess that's what we're going to wrap it up.